at 11. Get behind at 11.
Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Richmond Raceway in Richmond, Virginia. This is a 50-lap race in the K&N cars, NASCAR iRacing National Series, Class D Series. I am starting 6th in the number 6 car. This is going to be a 50-lap race, no cautions in this series. Another cool feature that I do like about this series is you can see the license class of each driver indicated by a colored bumper on the back of their car. This being what I believe is the top split. Most of those bumpers are going to be blue for the A-class license, but you do see on pole a green bumper. That indicates that that driver is a Class B driver. If you see a yellow, that indicates Class C, and if you see orange, that is a D-class driver. Rookies don't race in this series, but if you do see a red bumper, that indicates rookie status. And if you see a black bumper, that would be a pro driver. Someone who has a pro license and is capable of competing in the peak antifreeze series. So get those bets in if you're watching on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, if you're watching on YouTube for the recorded version, thank you as well. We are going green. And there goes the leader. I've got a good start and good momentum. Not going to try to make it 3 wide or do anything silly here early. But I will hold the outside here and try to get a good run off the corner. Nothing doing yet. I know that I want to be down to the inside as soon as possible because I'm pretty sure that the outside is going to fall apart. So even though I want my track position, I'm going to let Sean go by and be very thankful that there's not a big train behind him to take my spot away. Fall in line. Let's not kill the tires early in this run. As I say that, I make a move on Sean Butler to try to get back by him early.
Thanks, asshole. 21.
Oh, and the short track tempers are already starting. No surprises there. Sean's able to fight me off on the outside.
Use your fucking brakes next time.
Oh, that can get your mic banned.
Check up that hard. Check up that hard. I was making the fucking corner.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're in the 16 car and the one's telling you your braking point's too harsh, the guy in the 1 car is probably right. It may feel like you need to brake that hard, but if the 1 car is telling you that his braking point was fine, he's probably going to be correct in that one. And there's really no sense in arguing the point any further. We'll see if he does, though. The trick for the 16 right now is don't make a bad race worse. You're already wrecked. It's already going to be a bad race. That's fine. Don't make it one where you do something silly and get yourself protested or something like that. Yeah, sorry, 5.
Still there.
That was just a little bit of contact. Hopefully he didn't get the wall.
Still there. Door outside. 22.043. Still there.
I'm sure that if I get past him, I'll get a shot back. Might be good to just let him go here.
Outside. Still there. Clear.
Sorry, 5. I didn't mean to get into you there.
21.641. Still
We're good. I appreciate the room
Still
after.
inside.
Just settle down. Appreciate it.
Clear low if you need it.
Absolutely. 1 car's driving super aggressive right now.
Hey,
I'm trying to take care of my tires.
These that took me out. Your pro license 21. And you're slower than fuck in that territory.
Okay. 16 cars still arguing the point. I like how the 16 thinks he knows where the braking points are better than the 1 who has a pro license.
21.692.
I mean, it's really funny watching that meltdown happen. There we go, held off the 12's charge for now.
21.827.
Get a better run off of 2 that time. Want to try to make this pass on the 5 car. Seem to be doing better on corner exit than he is. If that continues to hold out, I might be able to get past him at some point. Right now, running 8th. No big drama yet. Just nice and steady here. Trying to take care of my stuff. Don't know if I'm actually taking care of it well enough, though. Probably putting a little bit too much wheel in it. Uh-oh! There goes the 11, Cody Webster. Sliding out of 3rd place. So 1 freebie there. We're back up to 7th.
21.689.
Want to get 2 more spots. I want those of you who have the faith in me to bet top 5 on this race to be happy at the end of it. So I really want to get that top 5 for myself, but I want to get it for you guys as well.
21.786.
We're running pretty smooth here. Colton Davis has moved into the 4th position. Did anyone see, did he set a slow qualifying time or did he just not qualify?
21.743. Outside.
Making my move on the 5 car right now. Got to get the run off the corner. And I'm just going to have to dive it down into 3.
Outside. Still out there.
Catch the slide a little bit. Maybe I do have a little bit too much rear brake in it because that thing, when I really had to get on the brakes, the rear end stepped out. And I'm not able to make passes as easily as that 1 car is. So I'll have to try it again on the 5 and the 8.
21.98.
But those are the 2 spots that I need if I want a top 5. Got 18 laps or 17 laps in the books, so I've still got time. Take care of those tires, and they will take care of you. John Ludke's coming as well in the 4. He's back there behind the 12. We're definitely going to have to earn this top 5 to get it. Five making his move on the 8. Looks like the 8 did use up his stuff.
21.958. Outside. Clear, clear, clear.
Should have a run off the corner. No, 8 holds me off. But he's not getting the run off of 4. That's where we're able to really get through here.
2.059. Still there. Door outside. Still there. Clear, clear.
And he gives me room and gives me a shot. That's all right. I pulled up in front of him. I knew that our bumpers would be square. I think he did too. No worries about that.
1.939.
Go back into tire conservation mode. And I have to pass someone probably. I'm running where my number is right now, so I'm going to have to pass someone with a better I rating than I have to get a top 5. Top 6 are numbers 1. No, they're not numbers 1 through 6. That's right, because the number 7 has up and left, and I've got the 4 behind me. So theoretically, if the 7 falls apart, I could pass him.
22.0.
That seems unlikely to happen, though. It looks like he is just gone. I don't know who that guy in the 70s. He's quick. Trying best I can to stay with the 5. Maybe run down the 2 of Sean Butler.
985.
I think the 1 might actually end up going and winning this race, much to the dismay of the 16. It will be funny if the 1 does go and win it to hear the 16's tears at the end. And I'm not happy about the 16 getting wrecked by the 1, to be honest. It's just, I find the idea that he was positing that he knows where the braking points are better than the 1 kind of amusing. Ugh. Did not get the run off of 2 that I needed there. Not good. So that cost us some time. We are gaining on Sean, though. Both of us, myself and the 5. I don't know if that's because Sean ran his tires off and he's just super tight now, or if he's saving his stuff better. We'll find out.
22.1.
I've definitely, that it's all about that turn 2 exit, though. You gotta nail that. That's kind of the whole lap right there, is getting those corner exits. These straightaways at Richmond are actually pretty long. Front straight's pretty long one. So you need that speed coming out of the corner.
2.2.
Back up the corner a little bit. Maybe even bias it a little bit higher on entry and get that run off. So the 5 is definitely running down the 2.
22.24.
I don't think I've ever in my life actually beaten Sean Butler in a race straight up. So if I do get him for that 5th position, which it looks like that's what it'll be, I think the 5 is going to catch him. 5 seems to be pulling away from me, but it looks like I'm going to have to pass one of them to get 5th. And if I can do it, top 5. If not, 6th is nothing to be ashamed about when I'm in the number 6 car. Sean M. Butler really seems to be struggling, though, now. The 5's closed right in on him, and I've closed it down to 1.2 seconds now.
22.144.
He's really taken a higher line, trying to maximize his exit off, too. But it's not helping him in terms of the speed. That was too much braking during turn 3 there. Still gained, though.
22.229.
A little bit late to the throttle that time. Thing just never really took the set that I wanted in the corner. That felt good through 3 and 4, though.
22.2.
Now the 5 is right on Sean's bumper. I think he touched the apron again and got a little bit loose. That might open the door. There goes this pass, or at least that's the move. 5 to the inside of the 2. If they race side by side, that only helps me close back in on them. And Sean was able to hold him off on the high line that lap. That's where passing becomes difficult at this track, is that the guy in the high line can get a good exit if he, again, he's got to know what he's doing and run it right. But you saw me hold off the 12 with that same kind of move. Sean held me off. 5 held me off. And now you see the 5 getting held off by Sean. Same thing. He's just running that high line. That time the 5 drove it in a little bit too deep. And he's using up his tires. And I'm coming right to the back bumper of both of these cars now. 7's leading, but he knows that that 1 car is coming. Although the one still has to get second place. He hasn't done it yet. Sean dropping the tires down on the apron again. Now what that can do is it can get you a little bit of grip. The problem with it though is that it will upset the balance of the car too, and you can get mad loose. But you can get some rotation that way.
You're clear.
Drove that in too hard on the outside that time.
22.454.
Just varying my line a little bit. Oh, this is great stuff. And the 5's in the wall. Just kissed it. It's the last thing you want to do, especially when the race car's tight like this, is mess it up at all. I mean, that little bit of aerodynamic damage probably won't matter too much, but when you're this close and this competitive of a race, you need every little advantage you can get. I always hate messing up my car in a race where it's close like this. And here comes the 4 of Ludke. He's looking low. He's right on my bumper, and he's going to try to get to the inside. Didn't have the run off the corner that time. But man, where did he come from? He's trying to get that run off of 2 now. Not able to do it.
Outside. Clear.
At this point, I think the 2's really holding the 5 up, which is in turn holding me up. And now the 4's getting held up as well. I think that the 3 of us are all faster than the 2. But it's being faster is one thing. You got to be able to get around the guy, though.
Inside. Clear low. Inside. 22.
Now Ludke's going to go to the inside.
Still there.
I'm going to try to run the outside.
Still inside. You're clear. Inside. Clear.
Looks like the 5's got it this time. He's made the pass on the 2. Will the 2 be able to battle back? Or am I going to be able to make a run on him? Oh, here comes Ludke with the head of steam.
Still there. Inside is clear. Outside.
It's all right, man. That's 2 races in a row, though.
0.0355 laps to go this time by.
2 races in a row. What are you talking about?
Daytona, you shuffled me out of the way.
Well, that one you left the gas. Next time, stay on the yellow line.
I mean, part of the reason there was a gap is that there was contact.
I would have to disagree, but I guess we can just watch your stream.
It might have been netcode. It wasn't much, but that was why my car juked to the right.
2.354.
All right, so that might have washed out our chance at a top 5. We'll get 7th.
22.603.
Which is not a bad way to start the week. 7th at Daytona in A fixed. 7th at Richmond here in National Series. I'll take it. White flag, 1 to go.
0.581.
Relax too much there.
Good race, guys.
Yeah, good race, man. Congrats. That was fun. These are going to be fun races here. At least it's a 0X.
Say hi, say hi. Check your flag, my man.
Yep.
You did a really good job, man. You drove really
Bump
well.
and run.
Sorry that didn't pan
I mean, if
out.
I would have taken better advantage of my bump and run, I could have been up there in 4th where the 5 is, probably. Ah, well. It happens. What's up, Nintasio? Oh, you had a couple of wins and we're hoping they would show up. Well, congratulations on the wins. They will show up. I think it's just because, you know, Daytona, their servers are completely flooded right now. And they're totally biasing it towards that. Thanks, Gasso. Thank you guys for watching. I need 8 new followers. We'll get them tomorrow. Where'd Dallas finish? Oh, and the 16 ended up 1 lap down in 16th spot. That little bump and run did not do me any favors, but the top 7 were the top 7 spots. Dallas finished 14th, last car on the lead lap. Whew. Yeah, we're not going to run through the replay on... Well, let's go take back and take a look at the bump. I mean, he was all over on my... you got 12th? Oh, okay. Man, you were fast in practice. What happened to you in this one? Nintastio, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. 7 to go. We're at 393. So here we go. Racing side by side. And I mean, we were racing. Oh, you were a different split. Okay. It was super close racing. So much fun. It's a shame that Ludke gave me the little tap there, but it happens. Let's see. He's trying to get a... He got a big run with that higher line. Caught me on the... He tapped me on the back straight and then just overdrove the corner right into me. I could have paid him back right there, but I didn't feel like doing it. Oh well, we'll get him next time. Still though, 7th place, so that's 2 races in a row with iRacing gain after the bad truck race. We will see if we can pull up some results here. iRating is at a 35.56, so I think that's about where we started the day. Might be, no, yeah. I think it might go up over 3,600 after that last race finishes. I'm going to put this in the chat again for folks who are asking about when the start times are. That's pretty cool, and I'm going to bookmark that as well. All right. So, that is it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to run through the new followers. We got 8 new followers tonight. Hey, Lucky man, no worries. I'll put the Daytona race up. And honestly, like, the Daytona deal may have been netcode because I didn't get any X's for it. But I felt contact and I felt the thing shift. But it could have been a netcode thing. It was like, I don't know. That was heat of the moment stuff. I'm not actually all that frustrated. I know you're a clean racer. We've raced a bunch. So no worries. You running the 500 on Thursday? So yeah, thank you to Flo McNasty TV, Savage2OP, Zandozy, Oobidoo, Doggy63, Bill Django, Speed to Die For, and Intastio for the follows. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.